Ooh, this one is really heavy. Interesting one. It's a time for package from China. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. It's time to take a close look at the Pawky Box. It has, by the way, nothing to do with Pow Kitty, for the people wondering. Normally I'm saying Pow Kitty, but this is more like the Pawky Box. But if you're saying it like that, like Pawky Box, it sounds like I'm saying Pokemon, but that also nothing to do with that. So they're having like a new kind of brand in town, and with these Chinese companies, we're having a lot of different, like slapping an Android box on the market, slapping some EmuElec, and being a lot of naughtiness, and just making a game system. But not with this one. This is different. The Pawky Box is similar to the Super Console X, or it may be the same. That is something we're going to find out in a side-by-side comparison. But what we're going to take a close look at this version is the Lite edition, the 64GB edition. There are basically three versions out there, and I'm curious and I will review them all just to see for you guys what the difference is, what it comes to the specifications, size and the collections, and what it is capable of. I must say what I do like about this is that it comes in a unique box. And when you're going to be making something unique, I can really appreciate it. What is included? The Pawky Box, SD card, game controller 2 pieces, HDMI cable and the power adapter. And here you can see that it indicates that this is the 64GB model. I love to call it the Lite edition. But let's take a close look in the inside, because I'm curious what are we going to get. So first of all, I like the quality box. Also the Pawky Box. It comes in 3 different versions. This is the Lite edition 64GB, and I do like what they're doing with the shell itself, the 2-color one. It even got a very nice sticker on it. I'm guessing like this is a shell they can buy, or maybe it's still probably just grabbed from the shelf. But they did some upgrades. I can see when it comes to the Super Consoles, but let's talk about it later. Okay, so let's remove this. Ooh, here we're going to get a very nice deluxe unique Pawky Box instruction. So wow, so this is like a very nice manual with some explanations how you need to add games and all kinds of information, reconnecting controllers, you name it. It seems to be all here. And if you have some problems, you can also let me know in the comments. I can always see if I can find a tutorial for it. Okay, it also comes with an extra remote, and the reason why here it already says they did it. This is like these minor things, like an extra sticker on it, switch to TV gaming system to gaming system remote. In other words, like if you remove the SD card, it will show the normal Android version. Here we're going to get HDMI cable, power supply. And this is something I was a little bit afraid of. So I have seen these controllers with my G6, or there was another version I've seen like a very long time ago, and product I reviewed, and these things were freaking awful. This time they were wireless, so they're different. You can open this cover up. I do like this bluish color. The dongle is here, I'm guessing. I think we're going to get 1 dongle for each controller. Sometimes we have like 1 dongle and 2 controllers. On and off switch. The form factor is not bad at all. It lays very comfortable in the hand. This D-pad is just to cry for. It's such a horrible it's not even a freaking D-pad. We have durable function. So it's like the very slippery joysticks. Shoulder buttons feel like shit. Oh man, I hate these controllers. So next time, please give me some better controllers, because that won't help you. Okay, you know, like they talked about, you can make a projector out of your box. They were not lying at all. Look at this, they give you all kinds of funny stuff. Oh man, this is something that's unique. Okay, but let's take a close look at the box itself and what kind of functionalities. The Pawky Box. I have no idea why they call it like this. So if you know, let me know. But overall, let's take a close look at the connections and what are we going to get in the end. So at the left side, we're going to get 2 USB 2.0. And of course, we're going to get the TF slot that contains the 64GB card with EmuElec. At the back of the system, we're going to get the on and off switch, the input for the power supply, HDMI out, Ethernet connection, and we're going to get an AV out. I did try it with the Super Console X, never did a review about it. The reason why mainly because in my experience, it didn't work at all. Bit of a bummer, would be cool to connect this thing to a CRT. So when you take a close look at the chipset, is the S905 quad core. They say it runs on 2.0 GHz. The GPU is a Mali 450 that I've seen before and only 1GB of RAM. I wish like they upgraded to the 2GB, it gives a little bit better performance and overall when it comes to games. The software, EmuElec with the SD card, and when you're booting it up, you're going to get a really old Android 5 version. When you're looking at the Super Console X with the comparison in the future, you will see like there is some improvements over here. So first of all, with the Super Console X there were no ventilation holes and they added it over here. The downside is, if you're going to put it on a table like this, there is no way the heat can escape. So always you need to use it like this if you ask me. So I will open it up and I will show you what I mean. I only screwed the two shells I'm thinking with through Parker's over here. There was not even like a seal on it. A little bit of bummer. I wanted to break the seal. Oh, I can feel that it's already opening it up. And let's take a close look at the internals. And let's see if we can open it up. Okay. Let's be very gentle. Let's move the SD card. Okay. So that's it. That's what's inside this Mame machine. Two shells and a PCB board. I can't say if this is exactly the same main board that they were using with the Super Console X. But what I can say, like, this is just some serious old tech. So here we're going to see like with the sticker over there, it already gives us away that this is going to be an 8GB model and with 1GB of RAM. A little bit of a bummer and in my opinion a missed chance, because why do I get this feeling that it's the same like the Super Console X? So on this side we're going to get the Wi-Fi antenna and combination with the chip. So it's very convenient if you want to use the Wi-Fi capability for transferring files to the Super Console X, or in this case the Pawky Box. Yeah, I'm already confused now. But this board itself looks very old. By the way, it is the family of the S905 chipset and it is similar to the Super Console X, and most of the time the clock speed and all the specifications are almost the same and there is no difference. But in overall I can see like other specifications like in date when it was produced. They did tear down the sticker over here. But nothing special to see here. So let's put it back together and let's power it on. Alright, so let's boot up the system itself. You can see the SD card is not in the machine itself. And you will see this machine will still show the Pawky Box. But in the end it will boot up into the Android navigation menu. It will take some time to boot up. We're going to get already the loading screen. And the thing is, like, you can always use this thing like an Android box. So if you want to watch some movies, you want to mess around with YouTube, you can just do it like that. So in this case it's a dual boot, but take consideration that loading time takes quite a long time and we're going to need the other remote. Okay guys, so when booting up without SD card, this is what you're going to get. There's a lot installed. They add the AES File Explorer if you want to sideload some apps if you don't want to use the network function. But what you can do with this, of course, you can install some emulators that are compatible with this device and can basically make your emulator box also this way and install your own apps if you want to do that. Okay, so let's check out device name MXQ Pro, but they are running Android version 5.1.1. Holy crap, that is really old. So that is what they're always doing with these devices, using really old tech. But let's reboot it with the SD card in and let's see what we're going to get. Okay, so let's see how fast the loading time is for the machine when added the EmuElec piece of software. We're still going to get the same Pawky Box intro that flashes a couple of times and boot up straight into EmuElec. If this doesn't work, that means there is something wrong with your SD card. So for the people who are not familiar with EmuElec, what it is. So basically this is a piece of software or one big interface combined with all kinds of emulators based on Android. And you will see a lot of different systems like Amstrad, Atari, Commodore 64, stuff you didn't see like with this cheap plug and play devices we have reviewed here on the channel. But do have more like restrictions when it comes to the power of the device itself. Even when some systems are added like PlayStation Portable, Sega Dreamcast, sometimes even Sega Saturn. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it, but the limitation is the hardware most of the time. Therefore, I'm just going to do some quick testing here. We're going to test out some like higher end system just to see how they will run on the Pawky Box. Oh man, this D-pad, you can hear it. It's really awful. Oh my. Oh my. And of course, for the ultimate test, we will try PlayStation Portable just to see how it will run on this device. But it feels like there is no end coming to this freaking emulator list. And don't forget to check out the Wicked Brain Fart channel, because here I will drop some videos most of the time when it comes to the game list. So if people are interested in, go check the other channel too for more information and stuff like that. Let's go on with the show. Next up, Sega Dreamcast. The Pawky Box does have the option to go into the retro arc menu when you're pressing both a joystick at the same time. And here we can, let's say, tinker with the settings if you want to improve, or better said, if you want to use different resolutions. But in overall, like, you can say like with the 640 by 480 resolution that we're going to get with the Flycast emulator, it's the maximum. Because if you want to try even like 720p or 1080p, don't bother, because it's not powerful enough. But what I find quite interesting with the widescreen hack, if you want to have like widescreen with some games, we're able to do this by only putting this on, reset the system, and we have the option to play all the games in widescreen if it has been supported. So surprisingly, the system seems to be running way better than on Super Console X. Next up, Mortal Kombat. Let's see how it runs on the Pawky Box. So Mortal Kombat 1 is for me like the ultimate test if you want to play some main games. But Killer Instinct and the really high demanding games like Tekken, Tag, stuff like that from Mame doesn't work on the Pawky Box. We need to have, let's say, a beefy PC for that if you want to run those main games. Okay, what just happened? I hit the guy straight up in the face. Oh crap, that was my doing. Wicked, you're messing it up. You're going to get your ass kicked by Scorpion. Freeze, bitches. Absolutely, indeed. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. No! No! Yeah! But sadly, if you want to play Mortal Kombat 2 and does not run like it should be, you can hear a lot of interference in the audio. So Mortal Kombat 1 is the only arcade game that you can play from the MK series. Oh boy, this is really bad. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Next up, let's try the Cruise in the USA game. That doesn't run well on many systems. I did hear like a minor drop. Oh, here it goes. But when it comes to N64, I did notice like with the higher end stuff, the Super Console PC edition, like the really expensive and beefy machines, those will run the games like Cruis'n USA without any problem, because it had enough power. And these cheap Android boxes, nah, it will be a mixed bag with N64. But when you're looking at the first generation of games, this is what I mean with mixed bag, because this works just fine. Comforting. Woo. Of course, we also have the option to play some NDS games. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, I really hate playing like this. You can switch the display, so you can put, let's say, this display as main. It's all up to you how you want to play. There are options to switch between the displays, but personally, I just hate it. Yeah, with PlayStation Portable, it will all be like a mixed bag, especially because these are low power devices. Here you can see like it glitches out all over the place. But games like these are like still playable. But don't forget, like 3-dimensional games are more demanding and will highly possible not work at all. Or, like God of War, we're going to get 2 FPS. But these cheap boxes are basically fine to play with PlayStation 1. So it's pretty cool, but nowadays like plug and play devices can easily play this. And also the Pawky Box, Pawky Box, Pawky Box can play PlayStation 1. But on the original resolution. But first let's try it like this. Yahoo! Love this game, by the way. Twisted Metal clone. Okay guys, so the conclusion, the pros and cons of the Pawky Box. Pawky. But nevertheless, what you're going to get is just a very cheap old Android box relabeled in something new. I must say, they're creative, that is one thing. But they are just using the same specifications or something similar to other devices. And what you're going to get is this. High demanding stuff will not run very well, or it will, let's say, with some unstable frame rate. N64 is mixed bag, stuff like that. It's more of the same, we can say. These are like cheap devices, and I'm hoping in the future we can get some more beefy TV boxes. You can of course get yourself always like in GT King and just slap the same piece of software on it. But in the end, if you want to have more performance, you just need to pay for it. The controllers are just awful, like the most horrible controllers, so I hope in the future just please switch those over to the other ones, like the ones from Super Console X, because those are way better. I want to thank you for watching, consider subscribing, hit that bell, become one of the Wicked family, and if you want to see more, let me know in the comments, and it will be great to see you in the next video.